You ready?
Yep.
Here goes nothing.
Alright. I think we'd be fools not to talk about what just occurred today. It's been like a week and a half since our podcast.
It's been a while.
I just witnessed my life could have changed in two different ways. And it changed for one.
Yeah.
The World Cup game. Now, a lot of people, don't watch soccer and, they pretend to be fans whenever the World Cup comes around.
Oh, that's me.
That's
For
you.
sure. For sure.
I know
it's
a lot of
fun.
people that are like that. But it's a little bit annoying.
I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, but you admit that it's you. Some people
Yeah.
just pretend like, I'm rolling with so-and-so as my team. And I'll be honest, I'm not like a diehard soccer fan, but I played soccer, and my favorite player is Messi.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I follow soccer. I don't watch like daily, but I watch probably more than the normal American.
Yeah.
So today's World Cup game was extremely stressful for me. Because it was like... It was... My ass... I was sweating. I was sweating everywhere. It was 2-0 for, like... They played great for like 79 minutes.
Viva la France.
Yeah. And they dominated France. France was getting shit on. And then all of a sudden, Otamendi fouls in the 79th minute. They score PK. And then
that means penalty kick.
Yeah. And then a minute later, they score another goal. And then all that work for like 80 minutes just washed away. And I'm furious. Because I know they're all tired. And if it goes to OT, overtime, extra time, Argentina can't keep up.
Mbappe was destroyed. You have to admit.
He was.
He was having a great game.
He was having a great game. Messi's better, but it's okay. But I was stressed out. And my day could have changed. It would have been really bad. Because you were with me watching the game.
Yeah.
If he would have lost...
Dude, we wouldn't have done this podcast, probably.
I would have been inside for like 3 days. I would be very frustrated. Because they had the game.
He would barely talk to me.
I'm not a team fan. I'm a player fan.
Yeah.
I don't have a team. So when I've been a fan of Messi for this however long I've been a fan, and the only thing left that he's to get in his career is a World Cup title, and he's finally in the championship. He's been before, but lost, obviously. But they were up 2-0 for 80 minutes, and they just gave it away.
You gotta give it to France, though. France came back, man.
They did, but I'm saying, like, I don't think they come back because the guy fouled them in the box. It was just like a completely unnecessary foul.
I think
it's a bit frustrating when you dominated somebody for 80 minutes and then all of a sudden they just get back-to-back goals in like a minute and a half.
Well, I don't think anybody outside of Argentina was pulling for Argentina. I think everybody was just pulling for Messi if they were going for Argentina.
100%.
Yeah. I don't care who wins. I was pulling for France, though. And I called it. I said they were going to come back when it was 2-0. And I also said Mbappe's going to have a hat trick, which should have done sports betting on that, because that was great.
I know Trey lost some money.
Yeah.
$30.
$30. That's a hefty amount for a college person.
Yeah, anyway, it was just a very stressful event, and of course it went all the way to like the very end, penalty kicks, like, so it was 90 minutes, they had, the game itself took like 2 hours of playing, at least. More than 2 hours, because it's, yeah.
To this penalty kick stuff.
This is what you picked up on.
This is what I picked up on. All the kicks were left. Every kick went left. They did have like 2 down the middle. But every kick, switch it up. Go right. I don't know If the goalie would have just jumped to his right every time, no goal would have gotten in.
Or save. Yeah.
Well, I guess some goals because Mbappe hit it really hard and it like tipped off his fingers and went in on the goalie.
Yeah.
But still, you would have had a hand on every goal.
It was every penalty kick.
Every penalty kick went left.
Was
Two
left.
went down the middle.
To the left. Yeah, but...
Dude, Messi's was a slow roller.
Messi's was to the left.
It was slow roller to the left.
Did anyone go right?
Nobody went right.
On both teams.
On both teams. It was insane. We had left-footed kickers
France
and we had right-footed kickers.
But France was like really left. They really liked that left
the
side.
guy missed it. He kicked on the other side of the bar.
Yeah.
On the left.
He missed the whole goal.
Yeah.
They got lost it.
Yeah. Lost it for France.
That was something.
He's probably going to get lynched.
I don't know. But anyway, let's move off of this topic. But in my opinion, Messi's the GOAT because I said so.
Now back to but also to said we act like we're fake fans. I think the average American just likes brackets. We love a bracket sport.
Yeah.
Okay. When we get to it's easy to watch.
Yeah.
You know, and it's easy because you get to pick a team. Like I always pick like when it comes to World Cup. I always go USA. If USA's out, then I'll go to a team that, like, my family's from, like ancestors.
Yeah.
It'll be like France or Germany or something like that. But yeah, like we love Sweet 16. Nobody watches college basketball until it's March Madness.
No. Honestly, college basketball sucks so much. I don't even watch March Madness until the finals.
I don't know.
Maybe
watch
Final
it, period. But I know people just like because they get to make brackets. People like gambling. That's what brings Americans into sports.
Taking over, yeah.
And I think sports
betting.
Trey's
watching soccer. Are you kidding me?
I think sports betting is the greatest way to gamble with the least chance of it being rigged. Compared to like going into a casino.
Maybe just do a slot machine.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I don't know. Every kick was left.
Every kick was left, man. It was blowing my mind. I was like, just kick it right.
Not only was it left, Mbappe had what, like 4
I called his first
kicks?
two. I called Mbappe.
Were all his goals penalties?
No, 3 of them were. Like if you count his penalty kick at the in overtime.
Oh, that's right. He had that volley.
Yeah. So
3 of his PKs
were left.
And
all of them. After the first one, I was like, if I was Mbappe, I'd kick left again. Like I wouldn't kick right. I'd go left, and he did it left, and the guy like. I think he jumped that way, but he missed it.
Both times he jumped the right way, but he just kicked it too hard.
No, he jumped the wrong way the first kick.
Oh, he did?
First penalty kick. And then the third time I was like, okay, Mbappe, you got to kick it right.
Yeah.
You got to switch it up. He went left. The guy jumped to his right. He was about to block it, but somehow got through. I was like, dang, that's risky. You can't be everybody kick left.
Everybody was like you would think I would be in my head if I were Mbappe and I kicked it twice to the left. Maybe his thinking was, all right, this goalie is gonna get the reverse psychology aspect, and the goalie's gonna be like, oh, he's kicked it twice left, he's definitely going right.
Yeah.
And so maybe Mbappe was like, all right, well he's thinking that I'm going right, I'm gonna go left again.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like. You're going to triple down. You're just only left.
But he got them all. Them all.
Can't hate.
Yeah. I was kind of upset they didn't have the classic penalty kick where the soccer player kicks it 15 feet over the goal.
That is a classic, yeah.
It's classic, and they always fall to their knees after that, and they hold their head. They're like, ah!
Like how you kick kids just got killed.
I never understood that. I never understood. I kick a soccer ball most... With that, like how far away he was, the trajectory, most like probably get 5 feet. I don't think I'm getting
in the air.
I don't think I'm getting over. I suck at kicking. I don't understand. Not only do they get like 15 feet over my best.
So,
and they're professionals.
The equivalent. I don't even think it's a close equivalent, but it would be like it would be like Steph Curry like airballing a 3. It's like it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But I think it's even more embarrassing if you miss the entire goal because it's so much. Yeah. It's a much bigger target. A, B. You see, their touch is phenomenal. If you every soccer player, if you punt the ball in the air, they can control it when it hits the ground and it not shatter your foot and then explode out of bounds. So my question is, how do you miss an entire goal?
I mean, how far away are they?
I don't know.
I didn't play soccer, so I don't know
I want to say
I know the whole
feet.
field's like 120 yards.
I want to say it's 8 feet out, but I don't know what I'm talking about. It could be
8 feet or 8? That's
maybe
8
8
feet
yards.
is not
Sorry,
8. It's
8
not
yards.
8 feet.
8 yards, maybe 10.
It's got to be at least 10 yards, I think.
I don't know.
That seems extremely close for 8 yards.
Yeah.
What was that? That's 8 times 3?
I don't know.
24? 24 feet? That'd be very embarrassing if that's the wrong math.
A penalty shot is 12 yards away.
Okay, that sounds more legit.
But yeah, like I don't understand how you
So 36 feet.
if you're a soccer player, I don't care about the PK over the goal, but like sometimes they just
They're wide open. They're wide open.
Shooting. Well, I have a lot of issues with soccer because I think you could start. I think people like fuck around too much and they try to get like 0.4 inches away from the goal before they pull the trigger and shoot it. I say you take the damn shot outside the box.
Dude,
because if you're a good shooter, Messi had a shot with his left, and he's left-footed, but he was outside the box, and the goalie like had to really work to save that shot.
because you got all these people in the way. The goalie can't see, and then
It's stupid. They're trying to get so close to the goal. They're trying to pass so intricately in the box to get like that goal. And I'm like, dude, just power shoot it.
Kick it as hard as you can.
Kick it as hard as you can and like aim at an angle. Stop kicking it at the goalie. But also, if you kick it at the goalie, it's gonna be so powerful. He's gonna like block it. He's not gonna catch that. And then you have a chance of like a rebound play. I don't like the passing in the box that close.
Yeah.
But my point was, it seems as though they fucking kick that ball. They kick it so high over the goal, like
it's
30% of the time.
It's insane. Somebody in the nosebleed.
How's that happen?
Somebody
Like,
in the
how's that
nosebleed just going home with the ball.
It's like you're a pro, and I understand there's like so many variables. It's like moving and like dribbling and moves. But like, dude, that's
insane to me.
Crazy. That's a really bad miss, and some of them are just like.
But the fact is, like, yeah, I could probably do that. Like, if it's up in the air and I'm kicking, I'd probably miss by 20 feet or whatever. But I've never played soccer on a team in my life. I've only played with recess, and I suck at soccer. These guys have been trained their entire lives. I understand every now and then, but I feel like it happens a good bit.
Every now and then, it's like a ball
like it happens
bounce
a good
weird,
bit.
and you pop it over the goal. Sometimes, though, I've seen just like ground ball passes with no one, and he just kicks it over the goal like a field goal.
Dude, I never
It's like, what
like
the
that.
fuck is
That's why I
happening?
just don't understand when it's like that. Like how?
But that happens often.
Another thing, you get tapped, you die. You blow up as a soccer player. But this ball's coming at you at 40 miles per hour. You take it to the temple.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, how?
Goalie punts it, you fucking head that.
Yeah, like what?
And then all of a sudden, somebody
A guy
touches
tugs the shirt. You collapse, and
fucking-
your
your
body
body
doesn't
shuts
know what
down.
to do. You say, shut this shit down,
you just collapse.
dude.
And I mentioned earlier, Key and Peele had a video where like they did the skit. A soccer player gets like barely like breathed on, and he goes down and he's like
So
down
funny.
for 5 minutes, and then his soul leaves his body.
And then he comes back on. He gets off the cart.
Dude, there was who did USA play? Maybe it was in the Netherlands when this happened.
Yeah, 6'8" goalie on
Yeah,
the
6'8"
Netherlands.
goalie.
Jeez.
But no, they played Iran. It was when America played Iran or Iran. I don't know.
Iran.
The American player fouled the guy, but the guy, like, you could hear him through the TV. Like, I thought he broke his leg. And with that you see a bunch of soccer players, they go, ah, and then they fall, and they, like, wince, they make their face. This guy, like, let out screams. Like, his, like, body was being chopped up live on TV. He's just, like, falling on the ground. First off, why do they always grab their foot? It's that fall. They, like, can't it be like
They get
an
hit in the
arm,
back.
like,
They get hit in the spine. Oh, my foot!
like I guess
They
it's
do
more-
always grab the
I guess
foot.
it's like the thing that the ref can't see. Like, it's like, oh, he stepped on my foot. It's like, but like sometimes you just get like elbowed in the head and they grab their foot.
Could you imagine if it was...
It's at the toes. It's never like the heel or like the, their back.
Could you imagine if, like, other sports were like that?
I could never do it.
What if that was football? Like American football? Like, you get your toe stepped on while going through a dog pile. And you die. Flag. Everybody. I mean, that's kind of how it's getting, though. At least with quarterbacks and stuff. It's such a pansy league. Like with football.
But that's why they penalize it. They're like, all right, if you're going to do that shit,
no, but like,
we're going to add on extra time to that.
I know it's changing the conversation, but like even with basketball, what's his name? Larry Nance. I don't know if the jazz player did it first or whatever, but he did like a little finger gun and he went, pew! He like mouthed like a pow sound and he shot at the player. If you did that in football, that's taunting. You're like, what?
Well, I think taunting is bullshit in football.
Taunting is...
You gotta be able to taunt.
It's the dumbest thing.
You gotta be able to taunt. It's a competitive
It's a competitive sport.
And
like, you're
worried about
hitting...
people's feelings get hurt.
You're literally hitting people as hard as you can.
How are you not, like if you... if you make a good play or... I don't know.
No, I understand there's excessive taunting.
No, you're allowed to have taunting. That's some bullshit. If you're talking shit,
it makes the game go.
If you're talking shit, it fires you up and you got to release it. It's like when Scottie Pippen dunked, I think it was on Patrick Ewing, and then he fucking walked over him, and like Patrick Ewing was just looking up at Scottie Pippen's nuts. Dude, that is fine. That's fine. That's taunting. That shit comes with the sport.
Dude, NFL is a pansy league.
The NFL is like the roughest sport, I guess, other than like rugby or some shit.
No, I think it's more rougher than rugby because you don't have the pads and stuff. You don't have that false sense of security. Yeah, so you're getting hit even harder.
I know, but I'm saying it's a physical sport, and yet you're gonna say, oh, the thing we need to stop is the taunting. Like, not, I don't know, the brain damage?
You know what might be the greatest sport that allows taunting? Hockey. Hockey lets them freaking box it out.
We went to that hockey game. We saw a guy get hit so hard, his helmet popped off.
Yeah. They got in a fight. They got in a fight at the end of the game. Some dude threw beer on it, on the ice. The player grabbed the beer from the ref, freaking downed it.
I will say this. The only thing I hate about hockey, and I get it because of the ice, and they have to redo it, pave it over, is the 20 minutes in between each quarter.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, it's a
or period.
Yeah, period.
Whatever.
That's probably why they do 3 periods, so they don't have to keep icing.
Dude, it's annoying. It's like, But anyway, the soccer thing, the flopping, it doesn't bother me as much as it does in basketball. Mm-hmm. Because I guess it's always been like that. And also because usually...
Well, that's what you correlate soccer with.
Usually the fouls occur like... they also have the play-on thing where it's like if you get fouled but you have the advantage, you keep playing, the ref doesn't call it. But also... sometimes it doesn't even require the ref. It's like if you get fouled in like the backfield, you just get the ball, move it to the spot where you got fouled, and you kick it. Yeah. Most of the time, it's like that. I feel like, unless if it's close to the goal, then that's when you stop the play, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But it's like quicker. It's a very quick solution. Yeah. Whereas in basketball, dude, that shit. Dude, Draymond Green, also complaining. That's the worst.
Oh yeah.
That's the worst.
I hate that crap. That's what just makes me not like.
That's what makes me sucks about the NBA.
That's just what makes me not like to watch sport. I feel like the older I get, the less I like to watch sports. I'd rather just play it. Yeah. But a lot of it just is due to that complaining and just like these weak taunting calls and stuff. It's like it's not even fun to watch anymore. You can't be competitive, and then these people are like, "Oh, I'm so tough," but then if they get tapped, they start crying, and you're like, "Well, yeah, I thought you were tough." Like, stop being a bit. Like, I can't remember ever complaining playing a sport in my life. I never talked to a ref at all. Like, and maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe it should have been a little more competitive, I guess, in that way. I don't know. But like, if I did say have these little fouls where that was stupid and stuff, but I wouldn't go up to I had this player on my high school team. every call he'd go, ref, Mr. Ref, Mr. Ref, Mr. Ref.
I
I'm
don't
like,
care.
dude, those people
No,
just
no, no,
stop
no.
crying.
So
it happened. It's in the past.
I don't
You can't
mind
change it.
if you if you keep your wits about, like, if you just get fouled and you go up to the ref like, hey, I thought I got fouled there, that's fine. But when it comes
but he
to
would he would not.
yeah, I don't
even
care.
do that.
I don't care how often it does, but like if you're like, I like Luka Doncic and I don't like Draymond Green, but every call, it's every play, every time they shoot, it's a foul to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you can't call that. But it's not like, hey, you missed this. I think maybe can you please look for this or whatever. It's like they throw their arms in the air.
Yeah.
They stop the play. They don't even care about how they missed the shot and the other team's on offense.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're just
LeBron
like,
does that.
dude,
The king of that.
I just can't.
Dude, you know who's great though at like not complaining and gets fouled, never gets called? Freaking Drew Holiday.
Yeah, he's
that dude never complained. I've never seen him complain to a ref.
Dude, the worst is it's Draymond Green. I can't stand it. If I were a ref, I don't.
Well, Steph does it too.
Yeah, but not like Draymond Green.
Well, yeah, I would say Draymond's the
Green
ultimate.
is every single shot,
Draymond's the
but
ultimate.
it's like an aggressive, like, it's like every play, and he's throwing his hands up, and he's like verbally abusing the ref. If I were, props to these refs, if I were a ref, he'd be out like in 80% of the games. Like, you can't do that.
That's another thing. So they call these little
like
wimpy things all the time, but yet you got these people yelling at you the whole game, and you just like, oh, brush it off, and they call like the most inconsistent techs, like technical fouls.
I would give Draymond Green so many technical fouls.
He steps on the court, tech.
All of them.
You breathe, tech.
It's just so many. It's just, and then they're like, "Oh, that's just Draymond's being."
You dribble with your left hand, tech.
That's his spirit, He's. I am fully convinced that this guy, if he were on a normal team, he would be shit.
Yeah.
It's like, go look at his numbers, like career stats, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's not all about the stats." Well, I don't think he brings anything to the table. He sucks.
It is about stats. It is all about stats.
It is about stats.
Think about it.
That's
it doesn't matter what stat you have.
It's like, oh, the championship, that's a statistic.
It doesn't matter. Like, there's also rebound stats. There's defensive stats.
He said he's the best defender of all time.
I'm not going to say it's just offensive stats, but there's defensive stats. I mean, whenever you think of stats, you only think of offense primarily. Yeah.
But he's some defender. I think he fouls on like 80% of possessions.
Kicks people in the nuts all the time.
He also kicks people in the nuts and all that stuff. But like his numbers,
donkey teeth.
His averages are like 8 points a game, 6 assists a game.
That dude looks like a mouth breather.
8 rebounds. I'm like, yeah, I guess he does everything. He's not like a scrub, but it's like whenever you only have to focus on rebounding and assists. That's pretty easy because you better not take any shots because you have Steph Curry and when Klay Thompson was like really good before the injuries. Mm-hmm. It's like how could you not benefit from having 2 of the greatest shooters ever?
Yeah.
If he was on like the Hawks, like are you kidding me? Are you serious? Like he's not doing any of the I don't see it. I don't think he's good, but he's gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
He should. There's no way.
He should not, but he is.
Dude, I feel like everybody gets in the Hall of Fame, to be honest.
They do. It's so easy. It's not an NBA thing, right? It's just a basketball Hall of Fame. So that's why you can have like, it's a lot about impact. So it's like Yao Ming is in the Hall of Fame. Yao Ming only played, I think, like 7 or 8 years in the NBA, in like 3 All-Star teams. But he's like responsible for like the growth of basketball in China. Because he's so popular in China, obviously. And that's how they have like.
So can you be in it if you didn't even play in the NBA?
Yeah, there's people in there.
Damn, didn't know
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy.
You'll have to
Where is the Basketball Hall of Fame? There's another, I know like baseball's in Queens and.
I have no idea, but it's not specifically NBA.
Yeah.
It's just Basketball Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Like people. I don't know who got. Someone
so you could be in
Chris fucking Webber got in. Like I was
you could be in it.
Yeah, I mean you probably could play in the NBA, but I don't know. I don't know the rules or whatever. It's so arbitrary. Like some people get in, some people don't.
Yeah.
And then it's like guys who are like average,
Well,
but they had like a
that's
crazy.
not thing with sports. I feel like he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. He's a like Chris Paul and stuff.
He used to be a Hall of Fame.
But like, what is the
criteria?
I feel like everybody.
Well, you just know.
I feel like it's on like Oprah's chair. Like if you look under your chair, you get in the Hall of Fame. Like
Chris Paul checks a lot of boxes. I mean,
yeah, like hitting people playing dirty.
Well, he does play dirty.
He would have done great on the Bad Boys.
Yeah. Fuck. Gone.
Getting tired there.
Anyway,
we on a different note, we went to go see Bill Burr
yeah.
for our second time.
That was the second time.
That was last time we went was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, yep.
And he was working on some material, and then we got to go see him.
I thought that honestly was the best special. If what he did in New Orleans was what his special was exactly, if they just filmed that and put it on Netflix, that's the most that's the funniest.
Yeah, I think it could also be one of his most controversial.
Oh, it's definitely
ones as well.
Controversial.
But that's why I like him. I like he's not afraid to. He knows what comedy is. It's a lot of people are like afraid to to say some things, but it's like it doesn't mean you believe it. Even if it's freedom of speech, but like it's not like he's saying like, oh, everybody hate each other. It's like he's pointing out these stupid things that people do. He's not inciting.
He was pointing out double standards and a lot of like different stuff.
And a lot of people don't want to hear that, but
they don't. People were leaving.
I know. My brother said people next to him were leaving and stuff, and I was like, well, you know what? He already got the money, so I think he's great. I think he's one of the. He's one of the. If not, I think the best comedian right now. I think he's definitely in the top 5.
He's in my top. It's him and Sebastian Maniscalco. Those are my 2 favorites.
Dude, he's great. I love him. He's so funny.
He really is. And that movie looked.
And it's just ranting. That's the best part about it.
It's literally like he just.
It's little things.
It looks like he's just like with his friends.
Oh yeah.
Just like
that's the whole thing.
Around.
That's what makes it so good. It's like when you're sitting outside with your friend or something like,
personal.
Or you're just like in a friend group and stuff. You're hanging out and y'all just having a conversation and you're just talking about life. It's so good. And Dave Chappelle does that too a little bit. But I think Bill Burr does better with it in that sense. And it's just, I don't know, it's really good.
It was a different experience because when we saw him, it was at like a smaller theater that sat probably like 2,000 people. But this one we went and saw at the Smoothie King Center where the Pelicans play. It wasn't the full stadium, but it was like 3/4. It was like 3/4.
Yeah.
And it was sold out.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I've only heard about it.
I didn't see any empty seats.
I've only heard about it, but like a lot of big time comedians, they don't want their their special getting out or like people. They don't want to get in trouble. I guess they don't because they say a lot of controversial stuff and like in today's world that they'll get canceled or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I've never had my phone locked up.
Yeah, they put it in this little bag thing, and it's like magnetic, I guess.
Like
those little pins that they put enclosed at the store, and you'll walk by and it beeps.
Yeah.
That it's like that hooked to a bag.
Dude, it was a weird. It was like a koozie for your phone.
Yeah. Well, they did have like phone-free spots, and that's outside of the little thing. They had little areas where they'd monitor you.
But that's when I was like, oh, this is a big time. This is a big shot right here. This is a
because the one we went to before, they just said, hey, don't use your phones.
Yeah, like that was gonna happen, but.
I mean, I didn't because I want to be.
We need to talk. What we need to talk about is I hate prices because we didn't have time to stop and eat on the way.
Oh yeah, traffic was bad.
Well, also we have another thing to talk about. Me and my girlfriend, I got a basket of chicken. 2 baskets of chicken.
Crispy crunchy.
2 baskets of chicken. Keep in mind, well, let me just tell you the price. I got a water, a Coke, 2 baskets of chicken. It was $40. Now, I can go to Popeyes right now and get 2 5-piece tenders with fries and a drink for under $20.
Well, that's because
I think it's better too. I think Popeyes was better.
Well, that's because Crispy Crunchy is probably not that expensive. It's definitely not that
I
expensive.
know, but
it's just the fact that it's in the smoothie.
I know. That's why. I know that's what it is.
Any sporting
I could go
event,
to Crispy Crunchy anytime or wherever the fuck it is.
I wonder if there's like a legal amount that they can up the price. If
The
there's
one
like something
basket-
that's just too ridiculous.
Essentially, what I ate was a Popeyes combo. It's
Yeah.
like a couple chicken tenders.
I will
and
say they
fries.
gave you a good amount of fries though.
They gave me a good enough amount of fries, and the fries were better than I don't like Popeyes fries,
Yeah.
but it was essentially the same
The
thing.
Popeyes fries they give you like 10.
It was essentially the same thing, except the basket of chicken, fucking $14. That means my Coke, my regular size Coke was $6 fucking.
Yeah. Well, $6 if you got it on the side. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like what? Like.
Yeah. The weird thing was
Any
so
restaurant-
a medium Coke there was $6. A large was not even double a medium, was $13. So it's easier to just get 2 mediums. You'll get more drink and pay $1 less.
Yes. It was just. I hate going to those things. I'm like, fuck! Could you put a hole in my wallet? It was a $14
I'm just happy.
basket. Like what? I can't even function. Like I don't even know. Like
It's a happy sad for me
and
though.
I paid it. I fucking paid it.
It's a happy sad for me that they didn't have any merch.
Yeah.
Because happy because they didn't spend any money. Sad.
Because I want some Bill Burr merch.
Let me tell you.
Does he even have merch?
I'm a
Like,
merch guy. If there's a souvenir and it's like pretty solid, like a cup
we
or
should have
something like
checked
that,
the,
I'll never get like sunglasses merch. I never understood that. They're just cheap, crappy
Should
sunglasses.
we have checked?
Or like a sticker.
Like the Pelicans.
I doubt they have. He doesn't seem like a merch guy.
He doesn't. But you never.
But man, I'm a sucker for merch. Every time I go to like a Pelicans game, gotta get that souvenir cup.
It just bothers me because I know like this thing costs like this shirt probably costs like $1 to make, and yet they're selling it for $50.
Yeah.
It's just like I just hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! It's like, oh, we want to make profit. I'm like, all right, well, you can still make profit if the shirt was like $20.
Here's a shirt made by a little slave
Like,
kid
what
in
the fuck?
freaking
Like-
China.
Like it just doesn't. I can't reconcile the price with the product. I could not, for the life of me, understand why a basket of fries and tenders was $14.
Oh, you want to know why?
Just because of the
You wanna know why?
Pelicans.
Because they can.
I know, and I paid it. Like I paid.
They
for
got
it.
me. I'm a
like,
sucker.
What the fuck? I'm like,
No, what I never understood is the people who go for the beer. Because the beer is like
Yeah,
at least
I know.
$13 for an Ultra can, which a 6-pack of Ultra is like maybe less than $13.
it's crazy. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
so crazy. If
As-
I ever own a professional team, guys, listeners, whoever subscribed, I'm gonna give y'all a discount.
Well, that's what you're getting money off of. We could have snuck in food. That's the crazy thing. They don't, as long as it's not metal, they don't know you got it. We could have snuck in Skittles, could
You're
have
like,
snuck in
oh,
a
I didn't
drink.
know I could have candy.
Especially because it was cold. I got a jacket.
We saw a woman with a plastic bag with candy in it.
Oh yeah, she brought a plastic bag. She had she had Cliff Bar or some crap in it. It was just a whole bunch of snacks.
Maybe it's.
It's a great idea, and she had a big coat, and that's the thing. Next time we go, we're gonna get a big coat or
But
something.
it's-
Hopefully it's cold. It's like the middle of summer. You just got a winter coat. Sir, are you sneaking anything in here?
No.
No, man. I'm all good.
It's like another
I'm all
person.
good. Yeah, it's like
Fucking toddler. Like,
sheesh.
here's what. Well, we can talk about two things, but it's the same topic. For the life of me, it has nothing to do about like male insecurity. It has to just do with like just awkwardness and just like. For the life of me, I cannot piss at a urinal.
Dude,
I
you
cannot do it.
You can't.
Especially if it's a urinal with like no barricades. It's just so uncomfortable.
That is
And it's
uncomfortable.
like I need my space, man. And I like my space. And whenever you're at a professional or like a arena, it's like 30 urinals lined up with no like barriers or anything. And it's just a bunch of guys. Like
You
there's
would
no
never-
spaces.
You would never make it at a Tigerland bar. Dude, you go, they don't even have doors on the freaking stall.
Are you serious?
No, they don't. And it's one of those like little metal things where everybody just lines up. Where the water's constantly running. There's stuff like dripping. You know, like the little
Yeah.
tin medal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just couldn't do it. I also had a bad reaction to the crispy crunch. Something was going on where like I have to go to the bathroom like immediately after I eat.
After fried food, it's been.
It's probably fried food.
It's probably It's gotta be fried food.
I had to go twice, dude. It was just
Yeah, but
There's
your
nothing
whole
worse than-
family, at least your brothers are like that, and your dad's like that. Like we went to Celebrity, and we watched a movie. We got out, and we went to the bathroom. You, your brother Will, and your dad. Nobody was in the bathroom other than me. Y'all all went to the stalls immediately.
Also,
and I was like, what are y'all doing? Like, they got barricades on these things too. Like, and there's 3 urinals. You don't have to stand by me.
It's like the difference between a king bed and a twin. It's like
I get so lonesome at that urinal.
I know, but it's so. Fuck, I'm yawning.
You got a deep belly button there.
Okay. But
Jeez,
like, it's
dude, that's a jeez. Cameron's laying on the ground and his jacket went up. I see he's got a deep belly button.
dude.
Dude, that's like a crater, bro. That's a deep belly button, bro. Jeez, it's like you can put a bowl of cereal in there.
Anyway,
Dang.
Let's talk about catchphrase, dude. Enough of the bathroom stuff, but
Big belly button.
catchphrase.
Yeah.
We went over to Hayden's, and we
Potential
dominated.
guest.
Also, women in general terrible at catchphrase.
We got destroyed by my sisters.
I said in general.
Yeah. So my family's just.
I can't. Okay, so here's what the woman said. The word. So catchphrase, you have to describe a word. It's like a charade, but you use your words, not actions. So you describe a word, and your teammates have to guess the word. If you get it right, you move on to pass it on.
You can't point, gesture, and you can't say it rhymes with.
Right.
It starts with.
So this woman says, we were in the entertainment category, and this woman says, big nose. He's got a big nose. And I say, okay, that could be anyone.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And we guess it takes the whole. It's like I think the timer's probably like a minute, minute and a half.
Get it.
And she goes through the whole timer with no one being able. She can't describe this person. And it's a famous actor. And then the buzzer goes off. She lost. She didn't get it. No one got it.
She's like, nobody knows.
And then she said it was Owen Wilson. And I said, "Are you kidding me?"
It was Owen Wilson. Like,
First off, Owen Wilson. He doesn't have a big nose.
He has a
It's
broken
just that
nose.
His nose is broken in 15 different places. And how dumb is this woman that you couldn't just say like
actor? He has a twin.
How uncultured are you to say, "Oh, he was in Wedding Crashers.
He's in Cars.
He's in Cars. He's Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
He's in Vince Vaughn. He's in a lot of Vince Vaughn movies.
He has a twin brother.
He's in Meet the Parents. Dude, so many
in a lot of Ben Stiller movies.
She went big nose.
Yeah.
Of course, I said Ian McKellen because Ian McKellen has a fucking giant nose, dude. What else? Who else could we guess?
Who's that freaking dude? Oh, I can't think of his name. He's in the Pianist.
I don't know. But when she said big nose, I was like, Gru? From Despicable Me? Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Adrian Brody. I was saying Adrian Brody.
I don't know who that is, but it's just frustrating, man. Like, how do you not know? How could it? Yeah, I know who that is. But I shouldn't say. Maybe it's just everybody. I don't know. But this lady in particular really sucked.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
then
we
the
were
other
on
one,
fire though.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were good, but these were like women. Like these are people with jobs.
Yeah.
Like good jobs. And one of the people on my team, like it was entertainment category, but to not have the intellect to say, like more describe it better.
Oh,
it's all.
I don't know.
She literally said, she verbatim. She said he's in a zillion movies. That was her first thing. And I said,
That
what
could
are you
be
talking
anybody,
about?
man.
How does that narrow it down?
Tom Cruise.
It ended up being, dude, who the fuck was it?
Freaking Jack Nicholson.
I don't know. It's like, what does that mean? Like, a zillion movies. That's any actor. That's any A-list actor. He's been in a billion movies.
Yeah.
Like, what?
A zillion.
Now, what me and you got, and this is why they were probably jealous, because we couldn't get, oh, he's been in a billion movies, or, oh, he's got a big nose, is because Peter was on my team,
Oh,
and all he said was, she's got a big mouth. And I immediately said, Julia Roberts. And
Got
that is
it.
so true.
I couldn't
She
think of
has
Pretty
a
Woman. I couldn't think of the
enormous
name.
mouth, dude.
Yeah, she does.
Huge. Like,
I will say next big the Latino version of that, Sofia Vergara.
yeah, she does.
She's
open
got a big
wide.
mouth too. Wait, what'd you say?
So she does open wide, but
Oh, Nikes.
Zinger.
We got you.
She's a listener.
She is.
Vergara, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be on.
She's next week. But we're gonna book her. We got it.
Yeah. I definitely
But
think
yeah,
Julia Roberts is a better actress, though.
Oh, for sure.
A bajillion.
Vergara,
a
she's hot as
gazillion.
Yeah,
times
she's
more.
been in a billion more movies, but
I don't even find Sophia that attractive.
all right. Well, she's just a model, but
I find Julia Roberts more attractive.
are you kidding me?
Yeah. She's way more attractive.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
You kidding me?
If we can figure out how to do polls, we'll just ask people. I honestly think 100% of them will say Sofia Vergara is more attractive than Julia Roberts.
Dude, I
Except
can't
you.
get over the loud voice.
I can't get over the big ass mouth.
Same as Sofia Vergara. She has
hot,
a huge
though.
mouth. What?
But
All she does is have a big sad tits. That's what.
okay, she's also attractive. But
No.
uh, but yeah, catchphrase. Like I just like. There are just times where it's like, hey, how can you not like think well enough to like a lot of the times like this, I'm not gonna say who, but she got like a phrase and she just from the get-go was trying to describe the phrase, and I'm like, hey, no one's gonna guess a 4-letter word like
You're gonna
phrase.
have to go. You have to go
You have
section
to
by
break
section.
it down. Yeah, you gotta break it down so they can get it. Also,
That's what a lot of people fail at catchphrase
They
with.
can't do it.
They can't understand. They just skip it. You're like, break it down.
That's what
it
I
could.
do best.
That's the whole
that's the whole
point of
You
the
gotta think well
game.
enough.
It's supposed to start thinking. And you're supposed to it's a
like
thinking
a lot
game.
of like one of the phrases I think that happened was "good to go."
Yeah.
No one's gonna get that. If you
Opposite
just-
of bad.
Yeah, say all right, 3 words. Opposite of bad.
A number after one.
Yeah. Yes. People were incapable of getting to that step. They just tried to, one hit, get it on the
Yeah.
first try. And I'm like, dude, like
You gotta break it down.
It's also good strategy because it's wasting time.
Yeah. Dude, freaking, was it Jocelyn had this one? She couldn't get it, and like, I wouldn't know how to really. If I wasn't on her team, I don't think anybody would have really gotten it. But she was like, somehow we guessed the first name Steve, and she's like, I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's last name.
Yeah.
He just goes Steve Buscemi. That's my first guess, and like. Her and like some other people were just like, how the hell did that guy get Steve
I don't know,
Buscemi
like-
off of Steve and I cannot pronounce this
But
last
like
name?
even
Two things.
I feel like a casual guy could like figure out that's his name. Like he's
Yeah.
been in big movies,
Oh yeah.
Or just be curious
Yeah,
enough
he's
to like,
a-
look him up,
But I also think a lot of people don't really
That's
know
true.
his name.
He's like
He's a great
serial
actor
actor.
that just
One of the women that or one of the guesses was Natalie Portman.
yeah.
And
We got that when we did.
Yeah,
but then
we
you
did.
did a different knife.
But the
The same one.
yesterday we got, and he goes, she was in Black Swan, and it was like a whole bunch of guys, and we're like, huh? And it was like no one would have got that except for you.
Did you not get?
No, I didn't. She wasn't on my team, but
Okay.
like I don't know who's the lead in Black
Yeah,
Swan.
I wouldn't have used Black Swan. I would have used
Star Wars.
Padme.
Yeah,
Uh,
but that's the type of thing. It's like
or in Thor.
Thor. I think I would have gotten Thor.
Well, yeah, all your friends love Marvel, so I would probably
That's
went
true,
Padme
yeah.
or Thor because y'all are big Star Wars and Marvel fans.
Yeah. Anyway.
You gotta also read the room too. You gotta know, which I kind of suck at sometimes.
I would
when it
love
comes
to
that.
just memorize all the fucking answers for every category.
Dude,
It'd
how
just be-
funny!
it'd
if
just
you
be like,
memorized-
how, like what, like,
Or at least just one category. Just memorize all of them. Like, hey, we're gonna play this one.
like, all right, fine. I studied this for 10 years.
We're playing fun and games.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a set. Yeah, there's
I
obviously.
wonder
a set
how many
question.
different things they have in there.
Yeah.
Think about like how crazy it is that they programmed like that 20 questions low ball thing, and you can think of anything, and it can guess what you're thinking of
That is crazy.
in 20 questions.
Quiznos had one. I remember. It was like a toy from Quiznos. I don't even know where Quiznos.
Like I did tissue one time. I was somehow guessed that I was thinking of tissue. I was like, dang, I thought I got it. You know, who thinks of tissue? That's like a 20 questions.
Maybe you should have said Kleenex. The brand.
Oh yeah, the brand.
But yeah, like it just catchphrase like infuriates me. Because at
It's
least
fun,
try,
though.
like
It's really
like God forbid you just run out of time and you don't get any, you don't make any ground. It's like at least get 2 of the 3 words. You know.
Yeah.
Make an effort.
Oh yeah, I hate that stuff. Like I don't know. Well, break it up. You know, some words, some are like, yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah.
Especially for me, because I'm dyslexic. I don't know what the hell that word is.
Like
I don't
really
even know
hard
what it
though
is.
Like one of the
Like if
one
I
of the
don't know
words-
what it is and it's just one word.
One of the words I had was 2 words and it was a type of pie. But at the time, I've never heard of this ever.
Yeah.
The first word was lemon. Obviously, that's easy. Sour, whatever.
Lemon lime.
Yeah. No, it was lemon. Lemon meringue.
Yeah, I would never known how it
it's-
got meringue.
It's spelled like MEGU, like weird shit. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I literally couldn't make any ground. But I got the first word.
My sister had like some orange thing, or it was like something like that. My sister goes, "Oh, it's like an orange," and my mom just starts going. I'm like, "How many fruits are close to orange?" And she named like 12 different things and still didn't get it. And then she finally like names like the 13th one and gets it. I was like, "How many fruit do we have that are basically oranges?" She's like, "Cutie." Tangerine. Yeah. All those different ones. They're a lot. They're a lot.
Here's we didn't get to it when we had Taylor, because I feel like it wasn't going to be as entertaining for him.
Yeah.
And this is a memory. I'll never forget it. And obviously there's like memes about it and stuff. I slept over at a friend's house one time when I was 10.
Yeah.
I got literally what felt like literally a tissue as a blanket. And I was freezing. That happens often. It's like when you sleep at a friend's house and they don't give you a blanket, and it's like, it was
I love
it was
those
hell.
little things.
It was hell. It was freezing, dude. It was freezing.
You got like the cardboard pizza
I
box
also
trying to
slept
keep
on
you
like the
warm.
floor. Like yeah. It was like a thin thing. Well, we burned through that topic quick.
Dude, that's the worst.
Oh, here was also.
But your
the worst.
house, you always
We
it's
have
a plain
huge blankets.
No, it's
Warm.
a plain bed. Every time before I go to bed, like if I'm sleeping over, it's a plain bed with like a thin pillow. Paper pillow. One that you could maybe fold 4 times. That's
I really don't
That's
need
how
a
I get
pillow.
it to it. It's just a plain bed with that, and I'm like, can I get a blanket? And you like come over, you just throw one blanket at me.
Dude.
I'm like, how?
Also, on the sleeping over thing, the absolute worst is when you sleep over at a friend's house and you're first to wake up.
Oh my gosh, it's so awkward.
It is so awkward. Especially when they're like a heavy sleeper and they sleep late. It's like, dude, I want to get up at 8.
And I'll tell you this.
I don't want you like sleeping till noon.
I'm a heavy sleeper though, and I always felt bad when I slept in and my friends woke up. So like coming from the other side too, I'm like, shoot, man, this guy's been sitting here for a while. Like he's gotten to the point where like he has the courage to go alone, go downstairs, say hi to the family, eat breakfast, and I'm still sleeping.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I think Taylor's done that at my house. But he's also more of a comfortable guy, I think.
Yeah, he makes himself at home.
With that stuff. Yeah. I still feel very awkward when I have to run upstairs and grab something and you're alone with my parents. I feel like that's going to be an
yesterday
awkward
it got
thing
kind
to
of
do.
awkward because I don't know. We only talk about religious stuff. To be honest, like
Yeah, broaden the...
I know, like I thought about
Conversation.
asking your dad something. I don't know, dude. It's just weird.
It's just a human. It's just me. It's just
What,
my
like
my
way
parents...
more rigid and,
half
like,
of me.
broken, like,
Half of me on
it's
each
just
side.
fucking-
You know.
Your mom's fine to talk to, and I was just like, they started talking. I don't even know.
It's brutal. It's brutal just not talking and being in the room with you and my parents, just watching y'all try to watching y'all trying to convert.
We did well. I was doing well when we went to Jason's Deli.
Cameron loves to do the side talk, and that's when your shoulder is even with the other person's shoulder, and you're always just looking at like a wall or something, and you kind of turn your head to one another, and you say a word, and then you look straight, and you never look at each other. You just side to side. That's how you converse with people.
I want to bring this up again. We had an office Christmas party in December.
Yeah.
And I've worked at this place for like a year.
Yeah.
You know, we named him that dog.
What?
I forgot. I don't know.
But go on with your story.
And I don't. It's all grown people. You know, it's my dad. You know, I don't have like a. It's not like nepotism. I have like a shitty job that, you know, just stuff that they need. You know, but just to keep me busy, and it's just like whatever. But I've been around, and I know everybody in the office.
You've been around.
Yeah, but I don't like talk to them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now we go to this office Christmas party at a bar. We rented out the whole bar.
Yeah. And
of course, my parents are social, obviously, but like my mom is socializing, and she doesn't know anybody. And I remember I went up to my mom because I needed something or wanted to say something, and she was like, "Oh, have you met, Caroline?" And I say, I said, yeah, we've met before. You know, I've been working there, but here's where it got awkward. I stuck out my hand and shook her hand, as if I've never met her before. I said, I admitted, yeah, I know her. And then as I was saying that, I was so awkward, I put out my hand and shook it. I shook her hand. She knows who I am. She's talked to me. I've had to do a lot of work, like some work for her, and it's like, haha. But thankfully, it could have been like perceived from her like, oh yeah, it's a funny joke. Like, yeah, we've never met. Ha ha ha. Me, I was so fucking awkward. I stuck out my hand and pretended as though I've never met her. Dude. Because I've met her, but like we don't spend a lot of time together or talk ever. I just see her, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how can that possibly be a thing?
I will say this. I feel like it's awkward in the first place, just shaking a woman's hand, because I rarely do it.
Oh, I grab it and then I kiss it. I'm joking. Like a knight. The queen, like, yeah.
Just get one of those long.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kneel.
Yeah. And you go, Madame.
Yeah.
Madame.
Exquisite. What were you saying?
But yeah, I just feel like it's very awkward, because a lot of times, I don't know, it's not like a romantic thing, but like most guys just go in with like a side hug or something.
Yeah, or just,
or just wave and just stand there and just do a little hi, how are you? But like when going in, especially like with, I don't know.
I do it at mass a lot. Are you done? Or did I cut you off?
No, I guess I'm done with that. It's been awkward for me.
Alright, so at church, when they say, peace be with you. Sometimes, and this COVID thing fucked everything up. I don't care about the disease. I don't care. If I die from it, so be it. You could also die from cancer or whatever.
Darwinism. Or a car crash.
Or a car crash.
I mean, shoot.
But in theory, yeah, I say that, but it would suck if I died. But
yeah, well.
But anyway.
Not for me.
No.
I'd throw a great funeral for you. I'd
We're
be
gonna
crying.
talk about this after. But shit. Okay, so yeah, peace be with you. I don't care about shaking hands. I will shake your hand. I'm not afraid of contact.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know why I do it. I just meet eye contact with a person, but wave. But then at the last second I wave and also go for the handshake, dude. And sometimes I was like, oh, maybe he didn't want to shake my hand. He just wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Wave.
I get that sense.
I get that all the time. Yeah. Also,
Nothing's more
Or, like-
awkward than an elbower, though. These people who've been elbowing and stuff,
Oh, I
like,
don't do
instead of
that.
a shake,
No,
like,
I've never even seen that.
they do. Well, I don't want to leave them hanging because I'm not that type of
So
guy.
you
So
wing
I have to wing them
The
back.
worst-
I have to give them the old chicken wing.
The worst. So you remember when we went to that potluck thing at that guy's house?
Yeah.
I saw that guy
Mm-hmm.
last week. So I'm at confession, and I'm doing my penance.
Yeah.
And as I'm like leaving, I'm like looking around the church or whatever. He comes in, and it's like kind of casual, like, hey, how's it going? Like whispering, obviously, you don't want to be loud.
Yeah.
He's like, how's it going? And I say, the older I get, the worse I am at socializing and
Yeah.
being a human.
Yeah.
I forget I'm a human. I said, good. I just went. I had to explain to him why I was at the church. And it's like, obviously, it's. I said, you know, I just got a confession. Like, and he's like, oh, that's why I'm here. I'm like, well, fuck, why did I say that? It's like, oh, shit. It's like,
You know,
it's like 11:30.
despite my perfect view,
It was no. It wasn't.
I
me.
am a sinner.
No, but imagine this. It was a panic. I wasn't like, hey, yeah. You know, I just got out of confession, so you know, had a good time. It was like, hey, Cameron, how are you? Good. Just got out of confession. Like it was like panicked. And I was like, it was like, oh, yeah, I figured. Like,
Dang.
I was like, dude.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Dude, it was so awkward, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't even talk.
I know I said I was over it, but back to this handshake thing. So I saw this girl that I went to school with.
I cannot believe
I saw her at a some event thing, and they had a good bit of people from my old high school there. But like, we never really talked too much. I mean, we didn't like. I don't know. Our friend groups weren't really the same, but like we know each other and stuff. And she did like the little wave thing, but I thought like, I thought we were like, I don't know, in a spot like, in that situation that's supposed to hug. So I kind of like went for a side hug, and she like, it was just super awkward and just like kind of slow and just yeah. And we just side hug, like, oh, I hate that. Like old classmates, that's why I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna shake your hand if you're a classmate and stuff. At our age and stuff, like, you know, and I just feel like you don't shake a classmate's hand. You might bring it in, you know.
Yeah, not a proper shake. It would be a
But
dap,
what do you do for a
dap
girl?
up.
What do you do? Am I supposed to side hug all of them?
I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't happen to me very often.
Yeah, I'm a great side hugger though. I'll side hug the hell out of you.
Here's what we're probably, you know, we're coming up on the end here.
Yeah.
Here's the last story I'm going to tell,
Okay.
and it's my gripe with you, but it's only because it's coming from a
place of love.
No, a place of insecurity
Okay.
about me, because you make me feel like shit. And we've definitely talked about this before, but here's another example. Why are you so thoughtful? So, I feel like for the last like decade, anything we've ever given each other, I don't give gifts. Our family doesn't give gifts.
Yeah.
A lot of people's families, like the kids, give their parents a gift. I'm like, I've never done that once.
Yeah, we always do it.
Anyway, we're going. Peter had to get a gift for his white elephant thing. I had to get a gift for my girlfriend, and we went to Target. And as we were on the way, my mom called me. She's like, "Hey, I have like a book club thing tonight. Can you get wine?" And I said, "Sure." Now, it's time to get the wine, and I go to like the cellar. I don't know, but I'm like looking around, and everything just looks like wine to me. I don't care. Like I just like it's just purple. Like and Peter knows alcohol.
I don't know. I know more than you.
You know more than me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, what wine should I get? And he goes, get, you know, whatever the name was. It's your mom's favorite. And I said, why the hell would you know that? And he said, well, every time I've seen her drink wine, it's that same bottle. And I was like, are you kidding me? It's like the most perceptive thing I've ever seen. I've seen my mom drink wine for 22 years.
Dude, every
I
time I
don't
come
give a
over, she
shit.
gets that
Wine
Francis
is
Coppola.
wine,
She gets
and
the
yet-
Francis Coppola.
I know, but it's like
It's
like,
a
what
distinct
the
bottle.
fuck?
It's got the little gold wire around it, you know?
And it always makes me feel bad because then you're like, oh, I also know what your mom wants for her birthday: a charcuterie board and then a French 75. And I'm like,
Hey,
what
you
are
know
talking
it!
about?
See? You're welcome,
Yeah,
though.
but
I
it's
got
because
it in your
you do.
head.
But
Now
I'm
you
not
know.
gonna give her that.
Now you,
It's stupid.
that's like the one thing she
It's
asked
stupid.
for.
I don't-
Why would you not do that?
Because you're gonna get that
It's not-
shit.
Why would I
already know
get
it
a
'cause
gift for your mom? I'm becoming a kid. They adopted me.
You're becoming-
I'm the best. I'm the favorite
You're
kid.
the 8th Denison. Like, oh my gosh, dude. It's like,
With a weight problem.
Yeah.
The least athletic. But the funniest. And the most... probably not the
probably.
funniest. Yeah,
Most awful.
Most awful.
I cannot believe it. It. And I think I already told the story before, but I just go through life. I don't like go through a conversation thinking about how this conversation should be recorded mentally and used for future reference. I take it day at a day, minute a minute, conversation for conversation.
Yeah. Well, even
So I got like I don't think about things. Like, it's not that I'm selfish, it's just that I'm just going through the motions maybe.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a huge issue, but it was like a problem. It was just like a little detail about like how I don't open the door for my girlfriend sometimes. And it
She
happened
brought
like
up?
4. Yes.
Oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
So I'm like, okay, I guess it's just like some things I'm just not conscious about. And I guess
I was
you're
always
like,
taught to open the door.
I know, but like I always do that. But
I was
it's like
brought up
sometimes it
better
doesn't
than you
happen.
is what I'm saying.
So one time it's like, so now I'm like, all right, I'm motivated to fix the problem. I'm trying to be more conscious and deliberate about how I interact.
Trying to improve yourself.
Dude, we're going to the theater, and I'm like, fuck you, Peter. Like, so like literally, I whispered to you. I said, hey, let me get the door, because you were ahead of me, and I know you want the door. I said, hey, let me get the door. And you, not only did you not, you probably didn't hear me. I don't think you did.
No, I did hear you. I thought you, I thought you meant as like, let me get. I was like, no, I'm getting that door. I thought it was like a challenge. I thought it was like a challenge. He's gonna get the door. And so I was like, no. I was like, you said. I was like, hell no, no. Like, you get the door. To
Not only did you not listen to me, you ran ahead and got the door.
I didn't know you mentioned like
dude. I'm like, dude, you asshole. Like, I'm trying to fix myself, and like, it's like once another time, Peter showed me up, not like in front of my parents, girlfriend, anything. And I'm like,
you know what's
fuck
funny?
you, dude.
Hayden just had his graduation party. I was so close to getting a gift for Hayden, but I was like, I know Cameron's not getting a gift for him, and Cameron's been friends with him way longer than me. And I'm like, how awkward would it
I
be?
feel like it's not that much longer. It's really not.
Yeah, but you're a lot closer with him.
Yeah.
I mean, you were in his wedding.
Until he got married.
It's okay, he doesn't listen to the podcast. But yeah, and then this one, you were like, what? You had a little hiccup in the relationship earlier on, I think, and you had to make up for it. I was like, why don't you go get her flowers? I was like,
pickleball.
What?
Pickleball. Hit her in the face with a pickleball.
No, I was talking about a different one. I was talking about the graduation.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, why don't you just give her a little flower or something? You're like, oh, which one? I was like, get her tulips. They're her favorite. You're like, how the hell do you know tulips are her favorite? I was like, because we had tulips at my house, and we went for our movie night, and she goes, oh, tulips, those are my favorite.
I know, but it's like such a... She said it was such a comment that just blows away in the wind for me. It's like, it was a passing by moment. It's like, oh, I love... It's like if I saw... It's honestly like, if you didn't know anything about me.
I remember what people like.
Yeah, I know. It's almost as if like it's just not my forte. It's just not.
You know what it is?
I listen, but I don't. It's like I'm there in the moment. I'm not there like future and like, you know.
It probably has to do with my desire to be liked by everybody.
Probably.
Which isn't a joke. It's like, it sucks. I'm like I have to be liked by everybody. So like I probably just automatically just hear like if somebody likes someone, I'm like, okay. And I always change. Like if I'm in a room and I'm like nobody's laughing, I'm like, okay, well it's how we change the comedy to.
By the way,
fit.
you got some of the people that didn't know you from Hayden's on Saturday or Friday.
Do they like me?
they were like, dude, that guy's hilarious.
Oh, I thought I was being a little extreme.
No.
I was like, oh shoot,
one
because
of
it was
them,
quiet, and I was just the only one talking.
Michael's friend, the redhead, not the taller one, but the Ed Sheeran one. He was like, dude, that guy's hilarious. I was like,
That's awesome.
He's like, he also
That's
said
great.
a cheat code and catchphrase.
Dude, yeah, I am a cheat code.
But anyway, but back to the thing. It's like, dude, it's just like, you also make me look bad, but you also make me feel bad because it's like you got me a birthday present and it meant a lot to me. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I mean, I haven't gotten him a gift, but like, I've never done that. Like, we've never.
Well, we gave each other money. I mean,
yeah, but I'm saying I've never gotten you like a.
I don't know. I've just been feeling in a very gifty mood this year, which is weird.
Honestly,
I've never really been like too much of a gift guy, but I was like, oh shoot, like I saw this saint thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, Cameron would like let me get a gift like this for Cameron, especially because I feel like you've gotten a little more religious through the years. I was like, well, this would be a great gift. It would be meaningful for him, and so that's I don't really like getting gifts if it's going to be like, oh, here's just more stuff for you to hold and put in your house,
dude.
Like I want something that you're going to be like, oh, this is very thoughtful.
It's just some of these comments. I'm like, how the fuck? Like, it's because I guess it's just like your family was brought up in a way that's like more perceptive of what people need.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's almost the same as if
it's
like
probably the hostess in me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I always have to make people feel at home. Gotta.
It's like if we never met it, or like you didn't know this, and I said like I saw like a Dr Pepper, I'm like, oh, that's a good drink. It's probably my favorite soft drink. And then the next day, you bought me like 25 of them. It's like, or not the next day, but like when my birthday came around.
Like, I got you a Dr Pepper. Why'd you give me? Because
it's your favorite.
You like it.
Remember 2 years ago
when you mentioned
in the bus stop, you said
that.
I
saw you stare at it a little longer than a normal person would stare at it.
Yeah, I saw that you looked at it a little
with love, with love in those eyes.
I saw a twinkle and I just knew. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, like.
Well, thank you. Like well, I'm sorry, I guess.
Well, you know, it's fine.
Sorry for being me.
Except for the door. Dude, that was
I totally thought you were just joking. I didn't mean to be that. I didn't mean to be.
Please, dude, I appreciate it if you let me get the door. Because it was like the next day. Like
no, I saw you go. I saw you go. Let me get that door, and I was like, hell no, you're not get that door. I thought you were like, gonna race me for it. So I was like, I'm gonna get that door. Grab the door.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's like.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's whatever. I probably didn't.
He's such a nicer person than you, Cameron.
Dude, it's just like funny shit.
Why can't you be more like Peter?
He was like, yo, I got your dad so and so. I'm like, why'd you do that? Oh, it's fucking. He loves this. I'm like, I didn't know that. Like,
yeah, I got your dad a plaque to hold his cards.
Yeah, it's like.
Okay, well, I guess that's it.
I'm proud of this. This is the first episode without a guest. Since the first one.
No, since the second. Yeah,
we did pretty well.
It was very refreshing.
It was.
Not being able to have to, but it's nice with the guests and stuff. But
it is fun with the guests because it's like.
I feel like we get in deeper conversation.
Yeah, for sure. But
less chaos.
I think next week Hayden might want to get on. I don't know. Hayden's upset with me because I said that he was critiquing your like music or something.
It's all good.
It's just music. I mean, not everybody. Get over it, Hayden.
Get over yourself.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
All right.
Well, thanks for listening.
Whatever, 7?
Yeah, I think it's 7.
In the bag.
With that. Okay.
All right.
There went nothing.
Yep. Came and went.